Pondicherry basically has three experiences. One is the international township of Auroville, which is also an experimental township. Second, the sandy beaches of Pondicherry. And third, the French Quarter of Pondicherry. Auroville is spread on 50,000 acres of land. There are 2,300 Aurovillians living inside Auroville, and they come from every country on this planet. You will find a Ukrainian there, you will find a German there, you will find a Japanese there. And Auroville also is an experimental township. They experiment with building material, food. And to give you an example, inside Auroville there is a restaurant that serves you food that is not cooked on fire. They serve you raw lunch. They also experiment with energy, solar panels, windmills, common sight in Auroville. As a visitor, what you should do is you should first go to the visitor center. There they'll show you a 5-minute video on Auroville, and there's also a photo exhibition about Auroville. And after you see the photo exhibition, take a good look at the model of the Matri Mandir, because you will not be going inside the Matri Mandir. So take a good look at the model of the Matri Mandir, which is the soul of Auroville, which is a meditation chamber, which is the geographical center of Auroville. After you have done all this, obtain the pass to walk to the Matri Mandir. It's a 1 kilometer nature walk, and you will be seeing Matri Mandir from 300 meters away. And it's a beautiful round monument, golden in color, round in shape, and it's not paint, it is 24 karat gold. Videography is allowed, photography is allowed, and you can stay as long as you want. After you have seen the Matri Mandir, come back to the visitors center. Now enter the red building. Inside the red building you have the boutiques, you have the cafeteria, you have the information desk, and you have a very interesting notice board. If there's an Aurovillian who wants to sell his microwave, you'll find a mention there. If Pandit Briju Maharaj is giving a performance this evening, there'll be a mention there. If Kamala Hassan is going to speak on film making, there'll be a mention there. And the boutiques will give you an idea about how Aurovillians keep themselves engaged. They are not boutiques where they buy, stock and sell. They are boutiques where they stock and sell products that are invented in Auroville. And Auroville is a very interesting place, and all this will take about 4 hours. And this will give you an idea about Auroville, and you can also decide you want to stay back in Auroville and explore Auroville more, or you want to come back. The second experience is the sandy beaches of Pondicherry. You have the Serenity Beach, you have the Paradise Beach, and Paradise Beach you need a boat ride to reach the Paradise Island. And there's also another beach which is near the Kailash Beach Resort Beach. That's a sort of a private beach, very few people, and you can have a private time on that beach that also has a coconut grove. And when you are in the sandy beaches of Pondicherry, please take care of yourself, because it's like a cliff inside. There's a 10 feet, 20 feet drop. It's not gradual. So please take care of yourself when you are at the sandy beaches. And the third experience of Pondicherry is the French Quarter of Pondicherry. And the French Quarter of Pondicherry is sandwiched between the canal and the promenade. From north to the governor's bungalow, you have grey white buildings which have very interesting French architecture. You should look at the door knobs, the gates, the windows, and the arcs. Very beautiful. And inside the French Quarter you also have the museum, you have the Sri Aurobindo Ashram, you have the Bhardi Park. In the middle of the Bhardi Park you have the Ai Mandapam, and on the other side of the Bhardi Park you have the cafes, the restaurants, and the boutique hotels and the heritage hotels. To give you an example, in one of the boutique hotels, which is called the Dew Play, the washroom is very interesting. And they have a common washroom for men and women. It's a very interesting washroom. And they have not disturbed a mango tree. You will have to walk around a mango tree to enter the property. They have an open to sky restaurant. So there are numerous such properties dotted all over the French Quarter. And in the evening you should definitely take a walk on the promenade. Between 5:30 and 6:30 is very pleasant. And in Pondicherry there are a few things that you should definitely do. You should definitely have a South Indian lunch. You should definitely have a French dinner. You should have French breakfast, and you should have Cool Cat's filter coffee. You should have Richard's ice cream, and Richard's signature dish is Death by Chocolate. So these are the things that you should do in Pondicherry. And Pondicherry has the potential of keeping you occupied for 6 months. It's that interesting. You don't need a visa. You don't need to spend few lakh rupees to see Paris. Come to Pondicherry and you see Paris. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joshi.